Good afternoon and welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Transit Connect sport van walk around video. But before we get started, if you are enjoying the Perkins Garage's content, hit on the subscribe button and never miss a moment of our content ever again. This here is a race red Ford Transit Connect sport van. This is the L2 long wheelbase format 240. The vehicle itself is registered on a 2022 registration, so we have Ford warranty until August 2025. The vehicle is done just under 5,000 miles, I believe it's 4,900, but like always, I'll get the exact mileage on the dash in a moment. This vehicle features the 1.5 litre Eco Blue engine producing 100 PS of power. That 100 PS of power is then transmitted through an 8-speed automatic gearbox. We've got some lovely specification on this one today, so let me walk you around and tell you all about it. So first off, quick apology, like ever. Sorry about my shadow, and sorry that it's quite windy, but I've tried my very best to prevent any wind noise. So like always, we're going to begin at the near side front. I'm going to present to you the beautiful remote central locking key in all its glory. Just give you a good look at that. Then that's going to go straight back into my pocket. Taking a look around the near side front, we've got some gorgeous headlights, we have LED front fog lights, and we have the sport styling pack. So that includes your lower front splitter, that one there, and we get the beautiful racing stripes all the way through the middle. So you can see you've got black with silver detailing around the outside. Looking to the roof there, we have the aluminium roof rails on this one, so if you do require a roof box, that's easily achievable. Drawing your attention back down now, we can start to make ourselves around the bumper, and we eventually come to these beautiful 17-inch alloy wheels. These are machine cut style, so you have the silver shiny face at the front with the gloss black just behind. They do look beautiful indeed, and you might be able to see there we even have the silver painted brake calipers. The tyres are Goodyears as standard, and they're in fantastic condition. I've actually left one ajar so you can see them in all their beauty. Drawing your attention back up to the windscreen quickly, we have a couple of sensors to talk about. One there is a light sensor, so as the sun goes down and the moon comes up, your lights will come on automatically. Furthermore, up at the top bit there, that is a rain sensor for the rain sensing wipers. Coming back down to earth now, moving ourselves around the vehicle. On the driver's door we have power folding and heated door mirrors there. So, you know, in the winter months they're going to defrost of any condensation nice and quickly. Give you a good look at those. Now I'm going to take a step back now and show you how beautiful this very large body panel is. So I'm going to arrive at the offside rear, and I'm just going to try and block the sun out a little bit for you, like so. And what I'm going to do now is just shimmy the camera all the way down the offside of the vehicle, hopefully showing you just how beautiful all the body panels are. And we can link that round to the offside rear wheel and give you a good look at that. This vehicle comes with rear discs for those that are interested. So moving ourselves around now, we have rear parking sensors on that bottom lip of the bumper there, and in addition we can see the rear diffuser section of the sport body kit. We'll have a look inside in a second. We're just going to give the near side the exact same treatment. So starting nice and high, I'm just going to gently shimmy the camera down the near side. Unfortunately, it's the brightest day I think I've ever seen in my life, but I'm trying my best for you guys. Here we go. So we can link that now to the near side rear wheel. Beautiful. And we'll follow that all the way down to the near side front wheel. Give you a good look at that. So this vehicle features two opening doors for the rear. We have first off the sliding door on the near side, and we also have the doors at the back. But before we look inside the rear, I'm just going to give you a quick view from the passenger seat. So we have a lovely light grey door card, charcoal trim just below, two electric windows so you get a control on both door cards. Just going to give you a quick look at the passenger seat now. The interior on this Connect is beautiful. So it's like a half leather with a cloth in the lower back and the base section. These two front seats are heated, so you're going to have a nice warm bottom wherever you go. And you can see this beautiful red stitching defining it all as well. We'll cover that a bit more in a minute once we're inside the vehicle. Okay, make sure I shut the door properly. Okay, and let's make sure I unlock the rear via the key. So opening the slide door now, we can start to have a look inside the rear of this Connect. It is like new in here. It is lovely. As you can see, all the floor panels, they're unmarked. They look fantastic. We'll come to the tow bar in a minute. I've left it there for a reason. We are ply lined on every panel there, so very easy to install shelving and things like that if required. So without further ado, let's go have a look from the rear. Coming to the rear, we have the two-way opening doors, which you can open either in a so it's quite difficult with hand. There we are. So you can either open it in the 180-degree split or just the 90-degree split, whichever meets your requirements better. So obviously when the doors are open, it's easier to get a forklift around the back if you're loading heavier objects, and so it's a nice little bit of spec there. So looking inside now, so this vehicle has a factory detachable tow bar. You can see by those ball bearings there, that just slots in to the section there and locks into place. By law, on an unbraked trailer, it's 750 kilos, but if you do have a brake trailer, this vehicle, its towing capacity is 1,390 kilos. So big enough for little trailers or a little caravan, something like that. But yeah, 1,390 kilos towing capacity, and that just slots in underneath the bumper there. So that's inside the rear. Also, we have some lovely LED loading lights there as well. It's brightening up the whole of the rear space. Time to have a look inside the front. So, opening up the driver's door, as we expected, 2 electric windows, and your folding mirrors can be found just there. Interior locking, it's just found left of the door handle. Spin the camera around for the last time. We can then have a look at the driver's seat in all of its glory. Again, we've got that beautiful leather, beautiful cloth halfway down and on the lower base part, and this red stitching really does go with the theme of the vehicle as well. There are manually controlled seats. We have a rear tilt, we have a height adjustment, and forward and backwards is found in the conventional rail underneath. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You may hear a little bit of distortion on my microphone, so please just bear with me for a moment. Okie doke. Wonderful. So we have a keyless go, so with a foot on the brake, the light goes green. One tap of that and it gains us power to the vehicle. In fact, the first thing I'm going to do is just demonstrate how to drive the vehicle. So the foot on the brake, and pull the gear selector down to D position, release the handbrake, which what I'm actually going to do is a quick U-turn. We have some beautiful sunshine this afternoon, but it's not great for my video purposes, so I'll do a quick U-turn and we'll get ourselves in the shade, like so. And this will demonstrate the rear park pilot as well. Beautiful. So that will do us nicely. So to begin with the interior tour, we're going to give you a quick look round the driver display. So starting at the left hand side, we have an RPM times 1000 gauge, counting the revolutions of the crankshaft. At the bottom there, we have a coolant temperature sensor, we have a gear selector indicator in the middle, and we have a fuel gauge to the right hand side. The furthest right analog dial is a speedo, so we have miles per hour around the outside with kilometers an hour in the middle. And then in the middle we have that little screen, which is a digital driver display, and I'm going to be controlling that screen using the arrows on the left hand side of the steering wheel. I'll just take you to 2x zoom, and be nice and focused on that screen. Okay, so to begin with, we're looking at a trip computer. So this vehicle has averaged 47.4 miles to the gallon over the last 1200 miles. Please notice at the top left is the odometer, so this vehicle has done 3,845.6 miles exactly, and it's currently 13 degrees. Beautiful. If I was to go down on the arrows now, we can then go into My View. If we expand My View, we can set that to be a digital speedometer. We've got your fuel economy, we've got an eco coach, we've got a calm screen, so whichever you'd prefer to be looking in the My View section. Come down, this is referring to your Bluetooth audio, and again your Bluetooth phone connectivity, and at the moment no device is connected. And further south we then come into vehicle settings. In vehicle settings we have, to begin with, driver assistance. In driver assistance we've got the trailer sway control and the rear park pilot. Returning out of that, we can then go into the vehicle settings, and we can come down. There's quite a nice bit in locks as well, to show you that. We've got the auto lock and the mislock chirp, and this is lovely on a vehicle like this, because if you didn't actually shut the door correctly and it didn't lock properly, you get a little chirp, so this is potentially keeping your valuables nice and safe. In mirrors, this is where your auto fold function comes into play, and down we have the remote start. So please download the 4Pass app and you'll have the remote start system in there. And as you can see, you can set your climate control, set your seats on there as well, and you can even set the duration of how long the engine runs. And finally, we have the rain sensing wipers coming out of there once more. I think I've covered everything I'd like to cover. Apart from, there is a mode button on this vehicle. Please note at the top of the screen we have an eco drive mode. At the bottom there, that A with the circle around it is automated stop start, so that will cut the engine at the junction or traffic lights, for example, and saving you a little bit of fuel. And as soon as you come off the brake pedal, the engine will be running again and you'll be good to go. So that's around the dashboard we're looking at there, and some of the features of it. On the left hand side, again, that is the arrows I was controlling the screen with. To the right hand side, we have media controls. So we have a volume minus, a volume plus, a previous, next, a pickup and decline phone call function. And then in the middle there is a voice command function. Bottom left hand side, so this is going to be by your left hand, so it's very easy just to flick these paddles with your thumb or reverse fingers, and this is for the cruise control, so you can set your speed top and bottom. We have the speed limiter in the middle there. We also have a very lovely cancel and resume paddle just below there, so if you're on the motorway, for example, very easy just to cancel, and when you're ready, just resume the session once again. If you're not using cruise control already, start using it, because it is absolutely fantastic for your MPG. If you're sitting on a motorway all day, let the engine dictate the revs, not your right foot. Progressing the video now into the central reservation. Being a little connect, it's essential to have somewhere to put your belongings, put your coffee in the morning with these sprung loaded cup holders. Further forward we have a 12-volt charging socket and a USB-A port. The USB-A port will deliver you 2.1 amps of charging, so it's perfect for charging phones and things like that. Here are the controls for the 8-speed automatic gearbox. As I previously showed you, we have an unlock trigger at the front, and you can pull it down to your relevant gear position. If you pop the vehicle into reverse, this will automatically activate the rear parking sensors and the rear park pilot on there as well. And we also have the manual function at the bottom with the semi-automatic on the right hand side of the selector, so you can go through the gearbox to your preference. I'm just going to move the selector so we can see down here. So starting at the bottom left, we have the eco button for the eco drive mode. TCS is traction control off. Then we also have the A, which is the automated stop start on and off. This vehicle features a dual zone climate control, so both sides of the cabin could be set to individual temperatures. So if you do suffer with a really cold passenger, you can keep them warm whilst keeping yourself nice and cool. If that wasn't enough, like I previously mentioned, we do have a 3-way heated seat function, so you can set the level of heat to your preference. In the middle there we have different flows of vents. We have electronically heated windscreen top left, mirrors top right, on and off, recirculation, max air conditioning and max de-mist. It's very nice to actually give you a digital readout of the temperature there as well. I really do like that, and that actually matches up with the screen, so depending on where you're looking you can always see the readout of your temperature. Further north we have this lovely little cubby hole to keep your phone in, and above it we have this nice little sync module radio, so this supports your Bluetooth audio. So if I just give you a quick tour, so you can have your preset stations on the left and right hand side, and we have the buttons for the system here. So to begin with, we can click on the radio. I'm just going to turn that down before I have a copyright issue. So we have radio, then we go into your Bluetooth music, so no phone is paired currently, and it's going to say the same message on the phone as well. This button here will turn the display off, so it's quite nice sometimes to just eliminate glare at the night time. And we are into settings there as well, so you can turn on and off the traffic announcements and things like that. Bottom left we have some sound settings. You can adjust the sound settings to your preference. We have a previous, a pause and play, and we have your next song. Also a return button there as well. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video on this beautiful Race Red Transit Connect. If you did have any questions, please do give us a call. The number you need for that is 01376 550 899. Like the video, subscribe, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye bye for now.